Hello everybody, Voidmaster here. Welcome to another episode of the What If Every Nation Went to War series. This is 70 years later, and yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So, the first two continents are the Americas, and as you can see, the United States has done some minor consolidation. They've taken a bit more to South and North America, and most importantly, they have consolidated Baffin Island to mostly act as a connector between the U.S. or the American mainland and Greenland. So yeah, there's still not much to say here, but yeah, overall, the U.S. is mostly right now focusing on improving logistics between the two continents so that they can focus even more on the next continent, which is Europe. And as you can see, things have really consolidated here. And by consolidated, I mean America has just kicked everybody's butt. They completely destroyed France, they took more from Russia, and they even took a bit from Turkey. And now America controls all of Western Europe, a good bit of Southern Europe, and a good bit of Eastern Europe, including the cities of St. Petersburg, Warsaw, and Rome. And yeah, so the US controls about 2/3 to 3/4 of the continent. The other third or quarter is split between Russia, Turkey, and maybe China, depending on how you count it. Moving on to the Russian-European part, as you can see, Russia's not doing well. Russia has lost, most of its populated land and has just kind of been kicked back to Siberia, and Russia's probably actually going to collapse in the next 20 years. Turkey, on the other hand, is doing much better. They've reached their European peak, taking Crimea, southern Ukraine, and Venice, along with the areas around Venice, and yeah. So, Europe is overall just a massive slugfest, but it's a slugfest that is finally coming to an end, or at least on the continent itself. The continent has now become a battleground between North American and Asian powers, rather than fighting for its own dominance. Yeah. And with Russia on the back foot soon enough, the only powers left on the continent are going to be powers that are arguably not European. So, yeah. Moving on to the Middle East. As you can see, Turkey has expanded, but again, like I said, they're mostly focused on consolidating. They have taken a bit more out of the Balkans, they've lost a little bit in the Polish area to America, they've taken a bit more out of Russia, and they took a bit out of Egypt. Iran has mostly stabilized, as neither Turkey, India, or China really wants to fight each other in these mountains, so that front is mostly remaining stagnant, as Turkey mostly focuses on Egypt and America. And yeah, Turkey's chill time that they had for the last 15 years is pretty much over, as now they're going to have to really deal with the big powers around them, and yeah, there's not much else to say here. Moving east, we have India, who has grown massively. As you can see, they have taken the entirety of Borneo and are invading the island, whatever this island is, and yeah, India is also still fighting China, and this front is still a massive stalemate, but India is slowly making progress. But overall, the front line is still a slog. Both India and China are still very exhausted, and they still both have to worry about America, because now America is actually in Indonesia. Now you might think, oh, so Indonesia doesn't exist. No, they exist, it's just on the island of Java. And yeah, they're not going to make it to 80, I can tell you that now, but they did just barely make it to 70. So yeah, when India's invading this island here, they're actually taking it, or trying to take it from America, not from Indonesia. Moving north, we have the People's Republic of China, who has really reached their peak, as they really physically can't extend any farther. They've pretty much reached the edges of the earth, or they've reached a power that they can't really beat from their position. The only powers that they could really beat that they can fight is Russia, who's already pretty much gone, and Turkey, who they're too far away from to really do much damage to them. Until China takes out India, they really can't do any major offensives against anybody. And it's going to become a problem since America is doing major offensives left and right. And yeah, finally, as you can see, Oceania has been completely taken by America with the destruction of the Australian government. And as you can also see, the Outback has been turned into an occupation zone by America, because let's be honest, who wants to fully occupy the Outback? There's scary spiders and snakes there, and it's hot. no one wants to be there, so they're just leaving it. Moving on to the final continent, I realize it's going really fast. This is because, yeah, as you can see, we're running out of countries to talk about. Like, France is gone, Indonesia is gone. Well, Indonesia's there, but we barely talked about them. Nigeria's gone, Poland's gone. A lot of countries are, in fact, gone. And there's only, like, 15 left. So, yeah, that's why these videos are going to get shorter, and, like, the final part's probably going to be, like, 3, 4, 5 minutes. So, yeah, just know the videos are not going to be 10 minutes anymore, because I don't have 10 minutes of stuff to talk about on this map anymore. So, yeah, moving on to the final continent, which is Africa. And, yeah, we are getting to the final battles for African unity and for the African continent itself. And as you can see, the main fight is really between Egypt and South Africa and Ethiopia. South Africa and Ethiopia kind of actually have a pseudo-truce. They're still at war, but since both are getting their butts kicked by Egypt, they're not really fighting each other. But as you can see, this truce is not really helping either succeed, since South Africa has been kicked back heavily, and Ethiopia has been completely defeated in the Highlands, which Egypt took like 30 years to take, and now their capital is being sieged. Ethiopia is now on the brink of collapse, and South Africa is on the brink of, well, pretty much their military running out of food. But Egypt is not in a perfect spot either. As you can see, Turkey and America have both expanded their territories, and Egypt has been so far unable to really contest this. So, yeah, the big question is, can Egypt push Turkey and America out? And spoiler alert, the answer is probably no. So, yeah. And a few more things. Firstly, I would like to say that I have a Discord. I know I said in the last video, but I'm going to say it here too. And you can go join it with the link in the description. I'd also like to say from now on, I might talk a little bit more about the logistics of countries and, like, just what's going on. Because, like, we're running out of countries. I don't have enough countries to talk about. And, yeah, that's really all I have to say, other than I know I've been posting daily for a little while, but posts might slow down because I have some ideas for videos that'll take slightly longer to make. So don't really expect daily videos forever, but, you know, they might still come hopefully every 2 days at least. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later. I hope you have a great day and a great year. And, yeah, that's Voidmaster signing out. Bye-bye.